Hey guys, welcome to Medifaction. Today, let's learn about the physiology of neuroglia. Neuroglia. These are a class of cells in the brain and spinal cord that form a supporting structure for the neurons and provide them with insulation. So, to learn more about neuroglia, let's get started. In this video, I'm going to enumerate an introduction about neuroglia. We are also going to check upon the classification of neuroglial cells, which are the central neuroglial cells consisting of astrocytes, microglia, and oligodendrocytes, and also peripheral neuroglial cells consisting of Schwann cells and satellite cells. Let's begin. Neuroglia is the supporting cell of the nervous system. Neuroglial cells are non-excitable and do not transmit nerve impulse or action potential. So, these cells are also called non-neural cells or glial cells. When compared to the number of neurons, the number of glial cells is 10 to 15 times greater. Neuroglial cells play an important role in the reaction of nerve during infection. Most commonly, neuroglial cells constitute the site of tumors in nervous system. Now let's move on to the classification of neuroglial cells. Neuroglial cells are distributed in central nervous system as well as peripheral nervous system. Accordingly, the neuroglial cells are classified into two types. Number one is central neuroglial cells and the next one is peripheral neuroglial cells. Let's go in detail about central neuroglial cells. Neuroglial cells in central nervous system are of three types. First one is astrocytes, second one is microglia, and the third one is oligodendrocytes. Astrocytes. Astrocytes are star-shaped neuroglial cells present in all parts of the brain. Two types of astrocytes are found in human brain. First type is fibrous astrocytes and the next one is protoplasmic astrocytes. Now let's learn about fibrous astrocyte. This here is how a fibrous astrocyte looks like. So, fibrous astrocytes occupy mainly the white matter. Few fibrous astrocytes are seen in gray matter also. The processes of these cells cover the nerve cells and synapses. This type of astrocytes play an important role in the formation of blood-brain barrier by sending processes to the blood vessels of brain, particularly the capillaries, forming tight junction with capillary membrane. Tight junction in turn forms the blood-brain barrier. The next type, which is protoplasmic astrocytes, which looks like here, right, this one. So protoplasmic astrocytes are present mainly in gray matter. The processes of neuroglia run between nerve cell bodies. Functions of astrocytes. They twist around the nerve cells and form the supporting network in the brain and spinal cord. They form the blood-brain barrier and thereby regulate the entry of substances from blood into brain tissues. They also maintain the chemical environment of extracellular fluid around central nervous system's neurons. They provide calcium and potassium and regulate neurotransmitter level in synapses. They also regulate recycling of neurotransmitter during synaptic transmission. Microglia. So, microglia are the smallest neuroglial cells. These cells are derived from monocytes and enter the tissues of nervous system from blood. These phagocytic cells migrate to the site of infection or injury and are often called macrophages of central nervous system. Functions of microglia. The first function is they engulf and destroy the microorganisms and cellular debris by means of phagocytosis. The next function is they migrate to the injured or infected area of central nervous system and act as a miniature macrophages. The oligodendrocytes. The oligodendrocytes are the neuroglial cells which produce myelin sheath around the nerve fibers in the central nervous system. Oligodendrocytes are also called oligodendroglia. Oligodendrocytes have only few processes which are short. This right here is the oligodendrocyte attached in with an axon. Functions of oligodendrocytes. They provide myelination around the nerve fibers in the central nervous system where Schwann cells are absent. They provide support to the central nervous system neurons by forming a semi-stiff connective tissue between the neurons. Now let's move on to the peripheral neuroglial cells. Neuroglial cells in the peripheral nervous system are of two types. First one is the Schwann cells. The next one is satellite cells. Schwann cells. Schwann cells are the major glial cells in the peripheral nervous system. So this blue colored one is the axon, and here you can appreciate the Schwann cells. Functions of Schwann cells. They provide myelination or insulation around the nerve fibers in peripheral nervous system. This here is the myelin sheath. They also play an important role in nerve regeneration. They also remove cellular debris during regeneration by their phagocytic activity. Moving on to satellite cells. Satellite cells are the glial cells present on the exterior surface of peripheral nervous system neurons. Functions of satellite cells are they provide physical support to the peripheral nervous system neurons and also help in regulation of chemical environment of extracellular fluids around the peripheral nervous system neurons. So this right here is the neuron cell body, and these are satellite cells. Hope you have understood the video. Like, subscribe and press the bell button for more videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching.